Welcome to my views and news, some news stories for you. Firstly, Fano, Amhara, Fano, backed news sources have shared a video of captured Ethiopian government soldiers and a government organized militia members. A few days ago, some pictures were shared showing captured members of Ethiopian army and government-backed militias, but today, Fano released a video. Fano-backed sources, several government soldiers can be seen. Some of them, at least one of them, is injured. Secondly, viewers, the financial crisis is deepening. It's worsening. Ethiopian government is in a difficult position. Budget deficit is widening. It is becoming increasingly difficult for Ethiopian government to make both ends meet. Projects are being abandoned. It is becoming difficult to pay the salaries of government employees. Details for you of this crisis for Ethiopian government. Firstly, viewers, Fano fighters have released a video showing captured Ethiopian army soldiers. The video shows some members of Ethiopian National Defense Force and some militia members, government organized militia members. Where is this video from? Reportedly, the video is from Ambasal, South Wollo zone of the Amhara region. 2 days ago, I shared pictures from Ambasal, South Wollo. The pictures showed captured members of Ethiopian army and government-backed, government-organized militia members in the custody of Fano fighters. Several viewers commented saying that pictures were fake, they were not related to the ongoing security operation in the Amhara region. Now, Fano fighters have released a video confirming that Ethiopian army soldiers and some militia members are in their custody, that they were taken prisoner by Fano fighters. The video shows at least one injured government soldier and I think his arm is injured. Secondly, Fano fighters can be seen helping these Ethiopian army soldiers. They are giving them something to drink, the video shows. So Fano fighters are basically saying that they are taking care of the POWs, that these soldiers are basically prisoners of war, and Fano fighters are treating them well, and they are being given food and they are being treated as well medically too. So, a confirmation that Fano fighters are now in a position to capture government soldiers, because the pictures were shared around 48 hours ago. Video came today. It means the soldiers are still in the custody of Fano fighters. And this is the first time that Fano fighters have released a video showing government soldiers taken prisoner by the Fano. And it happened after government shared pictures from Debre Ilyas monastery, where government forces launched an operation against Fano fighters at Trinity Unity Monastery. Government claimed that more than 200 Fano fighters were killed in that operation. Skandar Naga managed to escape. Government backed news sources, state media showed weapons, fortresses, trenches, bunkers built by Fano fighters there at the monastery. Government claimed that monastery was being used as a place for military training, for collecting arms, etc. After that came the video, came pictures from Fano fighters showing Ethiopian army soldiers in the custody of Fano fighters. Watch the video shared by Fano fighters.
እስከ መቼ ነው እናንተ ለመንግስት እንደዚህ ሆናችሁ ከሰዎች ጋር የነዚያውን በፖሊሶች አጥተው የሚገባው ሚሊሻው ፖሊሶቹ ግን ያባረው
ፖሊስ ከተማ ላይ ታስከብር እንጂ ጫካ ተዋጋ ብሎ ይገባል። ከመቼው
ያ ፖሊስ ምን እንደሚሰራ በዚህ ሰዓት ነው በዚህ ተያለው አንድ መንግስት ይወጣ ይችላል። የኦሮሚያ ፖሊስ እንዴት ከዚህ ጋር ተናቦ እየሰራ እንደሆነ እንደምን ማወቅ አለባቸው።
የጥሩ ገንዘራ በዛ ወረው ለዲዲዲ ያርገጠ ሰው ላኪ ነጥ ብግራ ሸብራ ሄዱና ራሱ አመጣጣቸው ነው
ፖሊስ ነው
Secondly, our Ethiopian government, federal government is in a difficult position. Financial crisis is worsening. What is happening? Which areas are suffering? Does the government have any plan to come out of this crisis? Now, several international news outlets are confirming that budget deficit is widening. And 194.6 billion Ethiopian birrs is the budget gap. So it is almost impossible for Ethiopian government to bridge this huge gap. 194.6 billion Ethiopian birrs. Questions are being raised that while the economy is in such a difficult position, what are the priorities of Ethiopian government? Government is still spending money on mega projects. PM Abiy is building a palace in Addis Ababa. Shimelis Abdisa has signed an agreement with a Chinese company to build a palace for Oromia regional government. So, large sum of money is being spent on mega projects while some regions are unable to pay salaries. We saw a protest a few days ago in southern Ethiopia where government workers protested because they were unpaid for the last 2 months. They protested and government forces arrested more than 40 there. 2 regions are unable to pay salaries to some departments, SNNPR and Southwest Regional State. And now regions are starting to abandon different projects. They're not in a position to start new projects. Already ongoing projects are being abandoned by some regional governments. Federal government is in talks with IMF, with World Bank, but IMF has laid out some preconditions difficult to meet for Ethiopian government. IMF want guarantee from creditors. IMF wants guarantees from China, from European countries, US, etc. IMF wants Ethiopia to resolve all internal issues. Obviously, US is behind IMF, and Ethiopian government is finding it difficult to get financial package, bailout package from the IMF. On the other hand, we are seeing a campaign in diaspora started by anti-government diaspora. The diaspora is trying to stop sending of remittances to Ethiopian government. Ethiopian economy definitely receives support from diaspora through these remittances. But Amhara diaspora is now working, some sections of Amhara diaspora, they are working to paralyze the government financially. So that is why this diaspora community has launched a campaign to boycott sending of money to Ethiopia, sending of money to federal departments which are under the control of Ethiopian federal government. That is why we're seeing that government is in a very difficult position, and government departments are now feeling the pinch of this financial crisis. No solution in sight so far. We saw that Damake Mekonnen, Deputy Prime Minister, visited China a few days ago. PM Abiy held talks with G20 countries. Some individual packages are being announced for Ethiopia, but those are only for humanitarian operations. War has devastated Ethiopian economy, and then some projects, mega projects launched by the Prime Minister, launched by the federal government, launched by Prosperity Party, are not helping the economy. revenue generation projects are missing. I mean, building of palace in Addis Ababa for federal government, for the Prime Minister, and building of palace in Addis Ababa for Oromia government. These are not projects which would generate revenue. That is why we're seeing that government is now facing this widening budget deficit. And at the same time, we're seeing that government is focusing a lot on security sector, recruitment, trainings underway, and regional forces are being made part of federal forces. Overall, government's attention on security sector did not decrease, though peace deal was signed in November. Pretoria deal, when it was signed, it was hoped that government would receive bailout package from the West, from US. But we saw that after that new conflict started in Amhara region, in Oromia, no solution likely to be found in coming days regarding the clashes between Ola and Ethiopian government forces. That is why we're seeing pressure upon Ethiopian government from Western countries, from US, to resolve internal issues to create stability before release of bailout package. Government is in a difficult position. Government workers will suffer. People of Ethiopia will suffer too if there is no immediate assistance for the government from diaspora or from IMF, World Bank, EU, US. Let's see. Thanks for watching.